What's good, YouTube? JASSAL Farm here. Today for you guys, I'm going to show you guys how to grow some Scotch Bonnet Peppers, guys. If you guys don't know, these are some Jamaican style peppers. I got these seeds from West Coast Seeds, just like I got most of my seeds, because they're untreated seeds for organic growing. So they're non-GMO or GEO. That's the main reason. So you guys can see Scotch Bonnet Peppers, that's how they look. Got these for $3.59 Canadian, and there's about 0.25 grams. Approximately 50 seeds in there. Germination rate for Scotch Bonnet is usually low. That's nothing that you can really do for it. Little information about it is this little pepper packs a rather powerful kick, widely used in Jamaican cooking for a flavorful profile that is unique, or that is quite distinct from its cousin habanero. Give this variety extra time to mature as much heat as possible in the season. It's hot with exclamation mark, 120 days and open pollinated. It's kind of hard to really read through the camera. And then Canada #1 seed right there. On the back, just a little bit of information how to grow peppers. Start indoors 5 to 8 weeks before the frost. Start in early March on the coast, and they're talking about British Columbia. And then growing and stuff like that. And then more information. And then the package is compostable. That's pretty cool. But yeah, guys, you guys gotta make sure you guys have your seeds. If you guys are gonna be growing this, gotta make sure you guys have a tray, something that won't have holes in there for you guys, for your actual things, so these don't actually leak through and stuff. And I'm using these ones. I showed you guys these before. 4" by 3.5 by 3.5 and a 3.5 center base at the center. I mean a 3" at the center, the bottom. And I'm gonna be growing 3 of them today. So you guys gotta make sure you guys have something to grow in. I'm using these because I'm not going to have to really change them often, or pretty much, I'm only going to be transplanting once into a larger container, but that's later on, so there's not going to be pretty much shock at all from transplanting multiple times compared to something smaller or even smaller than this. So you guys got to make sure you guys have your seeds, your containers, your labels, your soil, and water. So the soil I'm using is the Pro Mix Organic Seed Starting Mix. And I mix it with some of the organic growing medium as well. So that helps it grow better. Everything I use is organic, 100%. And Canada approved and whatever that is. So main things first is you gotta want to fill these up with soil. And you guys can use pre-moistened soil, or you guys can just fill it up with some water after. It doesn't really matter. So let's start filling these up. Don't want to make too much of a mess. Just fill them in and then pack them down a little bit. So I'm starting these in March right now. I should have started them earlier. It's always good to start peppers early, especially if you don't live in a very hot tropical climate. Like I live in Canada, so my summers are really short. So I don't really get that much time for them to really mature outside, so I gotta start them really early. So right when I bring them outside in May, June, they're ready to start flowering, and I'm gonna have nice, good peppers for the farmer's market and for my own use. So that's a real good part about starting them early. Got this almost filled up. Trying my best not to make a mess, guys, but that's how it is. I'm doing this inside right now. Got that packed down a little bit. Break up any clumps that are in there. Just pack this one down. I always love packing this all down because, especially with the water, more soil goes in there. And then your seed doesn't get pushed all the way down to the bottom when you actually pack it down. So you guys can see, this one's going to need a little bit more. That one's going to need some right there. Clumps, like I said, will break up. Let's push that down. And then, so now once you guys have it filled up and packed it down a little bit, you guys can just give it down some water so it's nicely watered in. Let me just zoom in for you guys there. If you're wondering, I'm using the Flowmaster half-gallon sprayer. That's why there's that pumping noise. So I usually like to give it a nice, good watering. I like to use a jet because it pushes it all down and gets it all nicely packed down. Gets all leveled too. Go around the corners and stuff. And the way I tell if it's full is by the weight. I just check how heavy it is. And usually it takes quite a bit some water to get them nicely weighted. That's one thing about them, since they do hold a lot of soil. But then again, it is also a plus factor because you don't have to water them as much, especially if you bottom water. They actually stay wet for a long period of time and all that. So you won't have to water your watering periods will be cut down in half if you would have like a smaller pot, and your soil won't actually be able to hold much water compared to these. So as I have this full up right now, seems about right. Alright, so now let me quickly clean up the dirt and then I'll show you guys how to put the seeds in. Alright guys, I cleaned up as much dirt as I could. So now the next step would be is just puncturing. We're making a small hole in the center, like that. Not too deep. And now we're going to be putting the seeds on top. Let me just get that as my phone. Sorry about that guys, my phone started ringing. So pretty much like I said, you want to make your holes all in there. You know, not too deep. And then get your seeds and pull them out. Show you guys how these seeds look. Focus real quickly. Oh. There you go. Got the packet open. So that's how our seeds look. You guys zoom up on that. That's how they look. I'm going to pull these out. And since the germination rate's so low guys, I believe I said it was 77% right there. You guys can see that. I'm going to be putting 2 in each hole. So there's double the chances of it growing. So let me get some in my hand. Okay, got some. That's how they look. So you guys don't want to plant any ones that have any dark spots on them or anything. So far I don't see any that have any. So let's put 2 in each hole. Got 1, 2. 1, 2. I'll push the other one in better. And then 1, 2. There you go. Now we have a double chance of germination. And if they do both grow, we can always just cut the other one away. Or you guys can just separate it and just transplant it somewhere else if you guys really want to. But I usually just separate it, so they have a better chance of growing. And now you guys want to cover this back up. Some of the moist soil that's from beside it. Let's cover that back up. Oh, sorry about that guys. And got that covered up. And you can just put another fine layer of soil on top without any chunks in there or pieces of bark. And then you could just break up whatever bits you guys see. Let that cover up in the middle. One more bit right there. That's pretty much it guys. So now you guys can just give it a little bit more watering in the center since we put our seed in now. Same over here. And then that one. So now you guys can just put it by your window or wherever you guys grow your seeds, in a germination chamber or by a light or wherever. You guys want to make sure you have your labels in there, so you guys don't get confused with any other peppers you guys growing. And you guys just want to make sure you guys water these every couple days and here and there. Don't over water it. You can just check by the weight how watered they are. And just give them the time to germinate, guys. Usually the peppers usually take quite a while, and they'll start coming up, and you'll know once they start sprouting. You'll see they'll start looking something like that. And just leave them alone, guys. Just give them a little bit of water and just let them grow, and they'll start opening up. Like that's bell pepper right there. And then the red habanero opens up a little bit different, like a flower. It's pretty cool, guys. But yeah, guys, make sure you guys go check out my other videos too when I show you guys how to grow the ghost chili peppers and the other red habanero peppers as well, guys. But yeah, I hope you guys learned something. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And check out my other YouTube videos too. I'm going to be posting some updates soon, probably 2 weeks from now when these start sprouting. And I'll show you guys how that looks, guys. Take care.